You're being watched through your device. Each time you think you're using it privately, Big Brother sees everything. Make sure when you're using your phone or any of your devices, you're just being smart and you're being wise with the things that you're saying, the things that you're doing, what you're talking about. And I know you're a good person and you're not up to anything anyway. Not you watching this video. No. But still, just be smart and just move smart and just do what's right. Because with the way things are and the way they got technology, they are watching you when you least expect it, and then they have the nerve of playing with you and tampering with the device to let you know they're watching you when you least expect it. They have the power to control your device. And if they have the power to control your device, for those who are aware of what happens to certain individuals who have been hit with certain energy weapons or frequencies or energy waves or things like that, there are people who say that they hear voices, right? But there are people who would argue that hearing voices means a person is insane, but that doesn't necessarily make a person crazy if they're hearing voices because of the technology that they have access to. The technology that they have access to is out there today. They have access to be able to create a device that can do whatever they want. They have a remote control nano chip that they could use to make repairs and operate and make incisions. It could even cut. They could patch you up, a whole microchip, move like a little inchworm. The things that technology can do are crazy. Even when the stuff is off, that little red light means it's on and it's recording. You on candid camera or whatever camera. These devices know what you're talking about. Some of them can even read your mind. And they don't call them smartphones for nothing. You think they're going to tell you everything that they put in it? You think they're going to tell you everything that it's able to do? They have several movies where they have a screen where they can see what every American or pretty much what every person in the world is doing. Because all of this technology is hooked up to Big Brother, the government, a satellite. They have a satellite to where they can see what I'm doing right now. I'm making this video and watch what everyone else is doing simultaneously as well. They're watching everything that we're doing right now. They're trying to play God. They're trying to be God, but they're not God. One thing the devil always tries to do is play like he's God, but he's not. He got to take the hand that he's been dealt. He got to take the position that he's been given. Yeah, I'm getting my relax on today. But these devices, these devices are capable of a lot more than you would realize. And they are able to read your mind, because they don't call them a smartphone for no reason. That's what I was getting at. When you think, when your brain is activated, your brain activity. That's what I was trying to say. Your brain activity, I said when your brain is activated. Your brain activity gives off like certain responses, certain electrical impulses, certain neurons and things go off, certain little, it's like a low frequency, but, well, I'm not going to say that, but it's a frequency and it's emitted, and they have technology that could pick up on the frequencies that your mind emits. So if they have technology that could pick up on the frequency that your mind emits, they have technology to where they can implant thoughts in a person's mind. They've used these on certain they've used these on certain countries that they went to war with. Imagine you want someone to do something that you need them to do, another professional elitist in some other country. You need some document signed, some treaty signed. What could they possibly do? They could implant the thought in this person's mind to make them sign the treaty. They have so much technology, and whatever idea comes to mind, they have, the technology has come so far now that they can build it and they can create it and have it for what they need to use it for. They have, like, when they put out technology, it was already around 50 years ago. The stuff we have now, it was already, they already had the ability to make it, and were making it and tampering it and experimenting with it 50 years ago. That cell phone that they put out in the 80s, they probably had that thing since like 1910, 1920. That cell phone that they put out in the 80s, they probably had that since 1920. The things that they can do with technology will blow your mind. How many times have you thought of something and it popped up on your phone? You just thought of something, and before you could even type it in, something about it pops up. Things like that happen. I know I'm not the only one that is noticing it. If they have the power to make your camera on your phone turn on and off whenever they want, then they have the power to do other things too. It is no limit to what they can do with these phones, with these computers, with these smart TVs. They even got your living room on surveillance now with the smart TV. And this isn't to scare anybody, because there's nothing to be afraid of, because God's watching everybody. But this is just to confirm what you may have been noticing, what you may have been feeling, what you may have thought you were experiencing already. It always feels like somebody's watching you. I can attest to that too. And they like playing with you. They like letting you know that you don't have any privacy. It's okay. Cover up your phones if you have to when you're not using them. Get you a case to where the front of the camera is covered. Turn your phones over. Cover your phones. They're still gonna be able to hear what you're saying. but they won't be able to see you if you cover them up. Close your computer screen. Don't leave any camera on any device up, open, able to see, none of that. Whenever you're not using it, close it, put it away. That's it. It doesn't need to be out. So they could do what they want. They have the ability to send energy into people's homes, cause people health issues, cause people all types of problems. And it, like, a lot of TIs, a lot of people who like get stalked and harassed and are also experiencing certain things with their technology. If some of you all have been experiencing certain health issues, God forbid, that's why you should always pray for health. Always pray that you're healthy. Always pray that you have good health. Always pray that you stay in good health. They have weapons to like mess with your health and things like that. So gotta stay prayed up and ask for protection. Continue to ask for protection. Never know what could possibly be being used on you. And like I said, this isn't to scare anybody, because fear not, I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. All right, so fear not. They could watch all they want, peer through all they want, check out all they want. Don't fear this stuff. This is just signs of the times. That's like that. Like you know, you may not look at it as that because you've been sensitized to it, so it's pretty much almost a norm. People accept it. These phones take pictures of you when you're not using it. They've proved that on the news. Like, they went to a certain room with a certain light and the phone was just like flashing like every 100 times every like 10 seconds or something like that, or 60 times every 10 seconds. So with that being said, they have the ability to do what they want with these phones. All right, so don't be afraid. It's just a sign of the times. You wouldn't think that anything that couldn't physically harm you is wicked, right? Anything that doesn't physically happen to you, like someone doing something to you like that is evil. Okay, this is bad. I wouldn't do that to another person. This is harmful. You would immediately point that out and label that as wicked if it was that bad. But this is wicked. Just because it's not anything happening to you physically, it may be causing you harm in another way. So don't let it, all right? Don't let it cause fear for you. That's why it's wicked. They want people to feel watched. They want people to feel like they don't have a moment's to them. They don't ever have a moment's rest to themselves. But fear not, because I am thy shield and thy exceeding greatness. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. They want you to appear like it's something wrong with you. They take the strongest people, because the person that wants to treat people the best, they're usually the strongest people. Those of you who are polite, those of you who are kind, those of you who are good-spirited, those of you who would help others, those of you who do not necessarily put others first, but you hold them to a high regard. You are some of the strongest people. That's why they come after you. All right, you are the one that not only do you recognize, but there are certain truths that you believe in, that you live your life to, you hold yourself accountable to. It's like a standard you set for your life, and it gives you strength. It makes you strong. All right, the joy of the Lord is your strength. You're pleased with the type of person that you are. you're okay with who you're becoming and what you're doing with your life, and it's giving you a lot of power. The direction that you're taking, you're recognizing things you didn't see before. So now what they're trying to do is take your mind off of that and try to weaken you. The stronger you become, the more they're going to try to harm you in ways that mess with your faculties, mess with your sanity, try to stress you out, and God forbid, but cause health problems. This is why prayer is good, meditation is good. Having a strong foundation of understanding and faith is good. Definitely need to have some information and some knowledge on how to fight back. God's word is a great tool on how to do that. All right. The Bible is a good tool on how to do that, on how to fight back. I just quoted two powerful scriptures right here. Fear not, I am thy shield. Fear not. They want you to be afraid, but don't fear these tactics. Don't waste your time trying to figure out why they're watching you, or what are they trying to find out, or what they're watching. Don't worry your mind with that. God can turn the whole screen black. You don't know what could happen. He can make it so they can't see you. Your faith could shut down their whole system. For real. You just one thought could just shut the whole thing down. But don't give in to the fear. Don't give in to the fear, because if you give in to the fear, it's going to grow. And they can actually, here's another wild thing. Another reason why they want you to be afraid and have fear is because that's what this program feeds off of. Not only does it feed off of anger and rage and all these other toxic traits, but it feeds off of fear. It feeds off of fear. That's why all these movies, the person is screaming and they're running and they're afraid. And, this stuff feeds off of fear. Just like when they show you in the movies, all these evil characters, they feed off your fear. They try to put fear in you because they feed off your fear too. And they put these images and stuff in your mind like that as entities. Come collect that. But anyway, they don't want you to feel like you have a comfortable existence, or like in your home, or when you're supposed to be enjoying some time to yourself. They don't want you to feel as comfortable as everybody else is. That, like, the things, and I mean, these things are happening to other people too. They may just not tamper with their device outright. Other people, of course, they're being watched through their device, but they do it at a level to where they're not aware of it. Everybody's being recorded by their device, whether they're aware of it or not. But for some of us, some of us who know a little too much and see a little too much, they want you to know they're watching. They want you to know that they're watching. They know you see them, and they want you to know that they see you, even though they know y'all both see each other. That's pretty much what it is, y'all. You see them and they see you. But you're protected, so you have nothing to be afraid of. God's your shield. He gave you a sound mind. That's a strong mind. That's a clear mind. That's a positive mind. That's a right mind. All right? So you don't have to lose your cool or feel crazy or think there's anything wrong with you because you're not seeing things. All right? You're definitely not seeing things. electronics turning on without you pressing the on button repeatedly. Month to month, your stuff turning on without your permission. They just messing with it, just wanting to show you that they have control. That's another thing. They want to show you that they have control over your life, but they don't, because the ball's not in their court. The ball's in God's court. They want you to think and feel that the ball's in their court. They're in control. They have all the power, but they don't. Only thing they have power to do is perform wonders and witchcraft. That's it. They got these little dark wonders that they perform in witchcraft. That is it, my friend. That's all they got. Play with your device, play with your mind, play with your time. That's it. Try to monitor you through your bloodline. That's it. All they could do. But I mean, whatever they're up to, it just goes to show you that the times that we're living in, because this is wicked. They're up to something evil. They're up to something destructive. They're trying to keep an eye on God's people in these last days. See what we're up to. See how he's about to bless us. See what he's about to do for us. They want to see all that. So keep in mind, always be doing your best. Always be doing what you're supposed to do. It's not time to be doing anything you're not supposed to be doing. They have the power to do whatever they want with these phones. It's best to just do what you're supposed to do and stay as positive as you can, because with the power that they have, with what they can do, and as much time as everybody spends on their phone and uses their phone, it's pretty much a wrap. This thing is over with. And that's what Kanye West was talking about when he was saying Google lied to you and all these people lied to you. They take your information, they sell your information to all these third-party companies. Got people knowing all these things about you. That's where all these random emails and all these things, because all that stuff comes from. All this stuff. It's like, well, what do y'all want? What do y'all want? What do y'all want? So if anybody's playing with your phone, spying on you through your phone, hey, it is what it is. That's something that they gotta live with. If they have the power to do that, that's something that they're okay with doing. They want to be they're okay with voyeurism. If that's what they're into, hey, they want to watch you and look at you in your place and see what you're up to and what you got on and all these things. Record you before you press the record button. Hey, if that's what they want to do, why not? If that's what they feel they need to do, why not? I don't care. You shouldn't either. So if you have people spying on you through your phone, you are very strongly connected to God. You have people trying to keep an eye on you through your phone, that means you're a threat to them. That means they're upset with you for some reason. They're mad at you. And they want to attack your mind. People who attack your mind have a deep hatred, deep issue with you. Very deep issue. It's so deep they go through. They go so far to figure out ways to try to get to you, even when you're not around them. You're not even around them. They shouldn't even be thinking about you. They shouldn't even be worried about you. You're not even out of sight. What happened to out of sight, out of mind? Not with people who are possessed and obsessed. I want to thank you for watching this video. Pound the like button, pound the share button. I'll see you in the next video.